Welcome back to episode 9 of the Melbourne Retro Gaming Podcast. My name is Scott. I'm joined with Parfa as always.
How's it going, Scott?
It's going alright. It's going alright. We're back for another week. It's good to be back. So, let's get straight into it. We've got some anniversaries to talk about. I remember on the last episode we talked about the Pokemon 20th anniversary, but this week we're going to switch back over to Zelda, which celebrates its 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
Influential series. A few questionable choices over the years, but has stayed true mainly to the original idea and has a loyal fan base.
Oh, definitely. This game's spawned many sequels for the 30 years that it's been around. Some games weren't as good as others, but some games you would say they're in my top 5 of all time. Would you not agree?
Yeah, well, I reckon having only played them since the Super Nintendo version, Link to the Past, I'd say most of them from there were pretty good.
Yeah.
Bar Link's Crossbow Training,
Yeah.
which I never played, but I own it.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time is probably my favourite's the Wind Waker. I just love the art style. Probably get a few unsubscribes for that, but yeah, I love that game. So I loved everything about it. But Ocarina of Time is very good.
Sorry to cut you off, but with Wind Waker and the Wind Waker HD remake.
Yep.
Now, with Wind Waker, you had to sail for ages, and it was really slow.
It was a Hyrule field, or whatever they call it.
But then, yeah, in the HD,
thing.
they made it a lot quicker.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you weren't waiting for so long to go sail to one place or another. It just was like...
Gee, it would have cut the game in half. Would have gone from being a 25-hour game to a 45-minute game. But yeah, you had to do the different wind songs and stuff like that to change the direction of the flow and all that. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Total difference with this one.
It's almost like, Zelda 1 on the NES was a typical RPG.
Yep.
It's really rad, I hear.
It was rad.
The second one was completely different. It was a side-scroller.
Yeah, it had a bit of both elements where you could go side.
Yeah.
But it was... A lot of people thought it was really, really hard.
Yeah.
Compared to your original one, which, in my opinion, once you got the white sword, it was quite easy.
Yeah. Maybe that's because they changed it back because of the outcry against the side. I don't even know why they did the side scrolling. Maybe it's because every other game on the NES is sort of like that.
I think it was a tribe thing, a bit like Mario in a way, where it was all that side going. Yeah, like as you said, every game was side. Metroid was side, and that was a great game.
Yeah, it's interesting. But anyway, luckily they went. Well, they didn't really go back. They went to an overhead for Link to the Past, and that was the only game on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then we had 2 on the 64. We had 2 on the GameCube.
Yep.
And we had 1 on the Wii. Well, a re-release of Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
And now it's time for another re-release of Twilight Princess.
I don't know. Even though there's
It's
another...
called Twilight... What is it called? Legend of Zelda, Cash Grab of the Past.
even though it is the 3rd re-release of Twilight Princess, it is an awesome game. If you haven't played it, like, I beat it for the first time last year. Actually, it was the year before that, and from the moment I started that game, and I got past that point where I was stuck for, like, years, trying to come back to this moment, and thinking, like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've played the rest.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'll erase the file, I'll start from the start, and for a good 3 weeks I was just playing this every night I got home after work.
Yeah.
And I'm actually, like, my pre-order is still at EB Games. I gave him a call earlier today to please hold it for me. But I'm actually excited to play it again.
Yeah, well, I got mine on the online. I was expecting to get it today, but it didn't come, so... Anyway, yeah, but that's pretty... I mean, I haven't played... I've played about 5 minutes of Twilight Princess, just never played it, really. So what is it, like a follow-on to Ocarina of Time, or is it a standalone game?
No, it's a standalone game. The elements where you can transform into Wolf Link, which is actually quite cool, because instead of you just being Link the whole time, you can change into the wolf when you need it to be.
Yep.
You you can move around a lot quicker because you don't always have Epona, the horse, to take you around everywhere.
Nope.
You only see the horse at probably the start of the game, and then towards the end, and once you've got it just makes the game a lot more fast-paced.
So is it a new map?
Yeah, definitely.
It's
New map.
Completely different. Okay.
Completely different.
Oh, okay.
It's a great game.
Okay.
I highly suggest giving it like an hour just to get stuck into it.
Yeah, so we're looking at a new Zelda game maybe this year, next year, for possibly the next Nintendo console.
Yep.
So that'll be good. We don't know of a title yet, but I guess it'll be
They'll come in time.
something to do with some sort of princess.
Hopefully it's announced at E3 in July.
Yeah.
And hopefully it is actually confirmed and not delayed again.
Yeah, Nintendo is very funny with that sort of stuff. I just, on a side note with that, I noticed at the last Nintendo Direct they announced 2 more Fire Emblem games. Do you think that they're flooding the market with now a franchise that's been around for many years in Japan, but has also just sort of become almost a pop culture game in, Australia, America?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that they're going too hard too soon?
There's one of them that looks good to me, and that's very similar to the Fire Emblem on the 3DS, which I actually loved. I beat it from start to finish. But from what I saw at E3 last year, it was Fire Emblem cross with something. I can't remember the other.
Oh, yeah, that's on the Wii U, I think.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that whatsoever.
Okay.
It's more, I suppose, your style of game.
Yeah.
Well, not so much mine.
Japanese love those crossovers.
Yeah.
There's video developers, yeah. Video game developers.
But in terms of if another 3DS Fire Emblem came around, I'd be on it.
Well, I think these are Fire Emblem games. I think they've sort of done... Look, I don't know too much about, don't quote me on this, but I think it's sort of like how Pokemon has 2 versions. They're doing a similar thing to that.
Okay.
So I saw them, but I'm not really sure.
I'll have to look into it a bit more.
See, I haven't even played that 3DS game yet. I've had it since release, but I didn't commit to it because I'm like, this is a big game, and I was trying to finish off some other stuff. So I really have to play it, I guess.
Yeah, it's all about strategy, really. It's an awesome game.
Like most of them are, yeah. Anyway. Oh, well, so along with those, we're seeing a new Star Fox game some point this year.
Yeah, Star Fox Zero, I believe it is.
And it looks pretty good from the trailers we were watching before this episode.
Yeah.
You got the cast back. It's pretty much like we were talking about. We were saying that it looks like a HD 64 game.
Yeah.
Because it's just that really bouncy style of like really colourful and just it pretty much looks like Lilac Wars and the Star Fox game.
Yeah.
Pretty much just remade in a way, which is awesome because we saw Star Fox Assault, Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah.
But we wanted, I think it was Star Fox Conquest on the DS. But we really wanted just a Star Fox game where you're in a plane shooting down planes, one shot kill style.
Yeah.
So looks like we're getting that. They've still got a few elements where you use the walkers and stuff like that, but yeah, I think that'll be really cool to play. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't pre-ordered it or anything. It's not something I'd rush out and get day one, but because I feel it's the kind of game that you could probably beat it in one sitting. To be honest with you, might have a few different difficulties.
Lilac Wars isn't the longest game.
Yeah, it's a 45-minute game tops, and I can breeze through that.
If
Quite
you
the pilot in my day.
See, that's where my downfall in video games. I cannot fly for shit.
But the flying's done for you. It's just the moving up and down.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it. Don't know why.
No good.
Don't know why. Like you saw me trying to play that pod racer last week.
Yeah, maybe it's Star Wolf. They've intimidated you from day one. Uncle Andros. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, another discussion point we were having through the week was the rise and fall of EB games or mainly the rise of this new, I guess, a pop culture collectible store called Zing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too new, but it's new to most people because they see it and go, oh, wow. But that's a joint they're a joint company.
Yeah.
So they're obviously under one umbrella. But Zing pretty much has everything from board games to action figures. For a variety of stuff. You get the Japanese stuff there, you can get the westernized stuff, shirts, beanies, hats, posters, figurines, like I mentioned. You can pay a lot and get big stuff, you can pay a little and get small stuff. It's just basically a shop for everyone who's into that sort of stuff. But is this where it's going? Are we going to see less gaming stores because of the changing platforms and the ideas of digital downloading and stuff like that, and more stuff like this where... Because this sort of stuff, people are always going to like. Action figures and stuff in boxes and posters and all that sort of stuff. Do you think that this is the way it's going to go?
I hope not, because I like going to see the physical copies.
Yep. And
going in and having a chat to the customer service people about what's new, what's coming out, what's this going to be. Sometimes they have a full-on chat. They went to EB Games in Sydney Expo recently, and they're telling me all about it and what's coming out. And I like that experience. I hate just going on the internet saying, "Oh, okay, yeah, I want to download this," and then bang it straight to my system. But I like the fact that they've got this other sort of thing where you can go in and check out what you want. Like you can, I believe I got a few posters from there. And I love that type of stuff because you go to EB Games and they don't have it.
Yeah, well, in Melbourne, I mean, what kind of stores, apart from online, do you go to get this sort of stuff?
There's not many.
Minotaur?
Yeah, Minotaur and...
Are you going to get bad service and
bad overpriced
prices?
Yeah.
Just shout out to Minotaur, your staffing sucks. They're so rude. I was actually talking about that, me and Jordan, on the way to Zing to pre-order something. I was talking about how rude Minotaur is, and he was agreeing. And we were saying, "Oh yeah, I hope it's not like this when you get down there." We went down there. The guy was so awesome. He would just... Which one was it? It was the one beneath...
Melbourne Central?
No, it wasn't Melbourne Central. It was...
Swanston Street.
Swanston Street.
Yep.
The guy below on Swanston Street, best bloke ever. He was just talking away. Like, he wasn't trying to push us to buy stuff. He was just talking about the products, asking us what we like, talking about what he's getting, stuff like that. It's so good. If you go to Minotaur... I saw a guy in there the other day. He's like, "Oh, hey man, where are the Ninja Turtle comics?" And he just blew him up. He's like, "Oh, I don't really have time to show you." And I'm like, "Come on, man."
Yeah.
We're all here for the same thing. So I just couldn't believe it. I haven't really been back there since.
Yeah.
If I want to pay $20 for an issue of a manga, I'll buy two.
Yeah.
Instead of buying one.
You don't feel the good vibe there.
No, and the problem is for us. It's not going to change anytime soon, and it's also an attraction for Melbourne. People like to go there because it's got that name about it, but I think Zing will slowly start to take their place.
Yeah.
I really hope this place starts selling like anime and stuff like that, because it'd be really awesome.
If it branches into the comics and side of things, it can definitely do that.
And you know what? It'd be nice to see comic stores out in the suburbs.
Yeah.
To be able to go to a store and actually get a comic, because we have to go to the city to get comics. Get them online.
I believe the closest one would be Bayswater.
Where's that?
It's near the train station. It's like in a factory warehouse. It's actually quite cool.
Oh, I haven't been there. We'll have to go there.
Yeah, I'll take you there.
Maybe we'll go there and we'll film a video there.
They play like this. I don't know what it is. It's
Magic the Gathering.
It's not Magic the Gathering, but it's like DC, right? They're like these power discs with these figurines, and they're...
Pokemon? What is it?
I don't know. And they've got this whole board map. You make moves, and they fight against each other, and they have big tournaments there. It's actually quite cool.
Okay, you kept that one secret from me, didn't you? Yeah, well, there was one over. There was a Comics R Us near Eastland, but that's been shut down while the renovations are going on. But that was a small store. I used to go there and pick through their dollar comics bin.
Yeah.
Now all those comics are pretty rare and old, so...
Remember you took me there one time.
Yeah. Funny, I didn't get taken to the Bayswater store. Last time I'd take you out anyway.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, alright, well, yeah, so... That's, I think EV Games will make money as long as the games are available on the shelf,
Yep.
and they'll stay open. We may see a smaller variety of stores, location-wise. But yeah, they're also starting to push a lot of bigger pre-orders where you get a figurine and a witch's hat or whatever it is.
Witch's hat, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway. We'll talk about some things you've picked up lately.
Yeah, I picked up Banjo-Tooie, and that's a game that I actually never had as a kid. Always had Banjo-Kazooie.
I had it for about 2 months, and we traded in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was right at the end of the lifespan of the 64, though.
Yeah.
It's funny how we say the lifespan, but people still play it today and click for it.
Yeah. So I'm actually excited to play this one, and I hear a lot of good things, probably as good as Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't know. Now, I love Banjo-Kazooie, but Banjo-Tooie never made the purchase because it is one of the later games in the, as you were saying, the lifespan. So it is a bit more expensive to buy.
Well, the thing with Banjo-Tooie is it's very much large scale. There's a lot going on. Lucky I bought that guide the other day for it. Maybe we can sit down and play it with the guide. But it is on the Xbox One.
On Rare
Play. So I might play it on that. Maybe we should play it on that. We'll play it on that. Yeah. Oh, it's easy to record footage. We'll talk about it off air. Sorry, viewers. Back to the podcast.
And I also, it's coming in the mail. It's Snake's Revenge, and that's on the NES.
So
and that is the
follow-up to Snakes on a Plane?
No, it's the second one to Metal Gear Solid on the NES.
Oh, okay. And, well, I mean, I never played any of those games on the NES. I didn't even know they were on the NES till recently, but they're not in any way connected to the later titles.
Yeah, it's all in one big series, really.
Oh, cool.
It's just a bit jumbled all around.
Okay. Well, that's good.
But, yeah, this one's Snake's Revenge. Shout out to the guy who sold it to me. Actually put a really good price on it of $25, and it's actually usually goes for around $45 to $50.
What was his name?
First name, I believe it was Jed.
Jeddy.
So
good on you, mate.
Thank you, Jed. And
you're looking after us.
He really looked after me on all postage and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that coming through.
Now, have you fulfilled your destiny and picked up the Jetsons yet?
I actually have not picked up the Jetsons yet.
So this is week 9. You still haven't got it yet.
Still haven't got it.
How close have you come to getting that game? One click?
One click away, really. One click away. Yeah. I'll get it eventually. It's a matter of time.
Alright. Unclench that fist.
And what about you, Scott? What have you been playing? Or what have you got?
I've just got a shitload of posters, really. Because I thought I was moving into my new house. So I've been stocking up on posters to decorate the room, my games room. But then house got delayed till August, so they're going in the cupboard. Got this really cool poster the other day from eBay. It's of all the Dragon Ball Z villains.
Okay.
It's really unique and it was really awesome. So yeah, looking forward to framing that up and putting that up. But yeah, other than that, what I've been playing is Alien Isolation on PS4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how have you found it?
Well, I don't really like games where you have to sneak around and hide and take your time, but
like Metal Gear.
Like Metal Gear, yes. You probably won't hear me talk about that one on this show. Well, many people won't because we don't have any subscribers. Anyway, so Alien Isolation, yeah, it's basically like that. It's really cool though because I found I'm really liking it because it's got like a horror feel to it, and you never know when you're gonna die. If you make too much noise, dead. If you shoot someone, dead.
Okay.
You see the alien dead.
So you're always dead.
Pretty much. Well, I am because I'm pretty bad at it. But I'm probably about 3/4 of the way through it. It really, the feel of the game is really 80s. Just like the movies,
okay,
or 90s, whatever. It just feels like you go on the old school computers and stuff. It's really awesome. It's not heavy on guns and stuff, so it's not like that kind of game.
Yeah,
they've really put a lot of effort into the stealth factor of it, which is awesome.
Okay,
graphics and storyline are good. It's not over the top, Look, I don't think it's the longest game, probably about a 14-hour game, but it's definitely something I'm enjoying playing. And it's good to play in bursts too. You can go back to it. The map pretty much tells you where to go, but getting there's another question.
Okay.
So yeah, it's actually a really cool game. I believe it's on the PS3 as well, and Xbox 360. I'm not sure, but yeah, no, definitely really cool on the PS4. So playing that a little bit. Other than that, also just a bit of Animal Crossing on the 3DS, just because.
Is that the new one?
Happy House Designer. Is that what it's called? Yeah, it is. Happy House. Oh, I think it's called Happy House. Or something. I never played that Wii U one. I got it, but I never played it.
No.
Because I boxed up all my stuff to move and then found out I wasn't moving, so most of my stuff's boxed up. But yeah, I've got Project X Zone 2 as well, sitting there ready to go, but can't pick the last level on the last one, so
Okay.
not playing that until I beat the first one.
Yep.
Got to set some standards, some rules and regulations. And you've been playing a lot of NBA.
I have been playing a lot of NBA. I actually got it for my birthday, and I've been playing my career non-stop.
Okay. How many seasons in are you?
Second season.
Yeah.
Players doing alright.
What's your point average?
It's about 20 points a game.
Jesus.
About 11 rebounds, 4 blocks.
Really?
He's doing alright.
4 blocks.
Yeah.
Keep it down in the low post.
He's a machine in defense.
That's good. All right, well, okay, well, that'll do it for today's episode. But yeah, please comment, subscribe, and share this video around. Oh, this podcast around. And leave us any comments or questions you might have. And yeah, stay tuned for next week's episode. See you guys.
See you guys.